YouTubers, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video on pancakes. So I just want to help you young mothers. And so here we go. Let's get right to this. Okay, here's my grill and I got that heating up. I'm going to just put this board right here across it, just so I can show you everything as I go along. Here's my mixing bowl. I have my whisk so I can stir it with. I also have a spatula so I can scrape it down with. And my ingredients are going to be going in no particular order. This particular recipe that I found is on the King Arthur website for flour. They make flour. All you got to do is go to that and look for Simply Perfect Pancakes. I've made these pancakes and they are wonderful. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding our flour. This is just how I do it. They have a precise recipe and way they want you to do it, but I found out that I don't have time to do all of that. So I just do it Diane's way. So here's my flour, and that is 1.5 cups or 180 grams of all-purpose flour. And then here is some baking powder, and it's 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I'll put that in there. And then there is sugar. Now the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons or 25 grams of sugar, and I add a little bit more, and I'm going to tell you why. I add a little bit more than the 2 tablespoons simply because I normally add buttermilk to mine. The recipe calls for just regular sweet milk, but I add buttermilk because I just like that little tangy, and I think it kind of helps them rise a little bit more. So I add buttermilk, a little bit of buttermilk to mine, not the whole thing, but just a little bit. And so we just mix that up just a little bit. I should be using this to get it really incorporated. And then it's 2 eggs. So I'm going to put my 2 eggs in now. And this is why you need a spatula. Just get all that goodness in there, okay? So I got my 2 eggs in there. And then then we're going to add some butter. And I do use real butter when I'm cooking and making anything. And this is 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to add that right on in there. Scrape it all out real good. Okay. Don't leave no money in the bowl. And then here is your milk. And again, this is, and you can see it's bubbling. That's because it has buttermilk in it also. So it's buttermilk and regular sweet milk. And it calls for 1 1/4 cup of milk, or 283 grams of milk. And I just pour it right on in there. Again, we're going to scrape it all out. We're going to get all that goodness in there. We want this to be real good. It tastes good. And then we just take our whisk. Like I said, I don't follow the recipe. You can, but I have found that doing it this way, it comes out just as well. And so we're just going to stir this. And my grill is heating. I can see it smoke. It's probably smoking because I got this block laying across, but it's going to be okay. And we just stir that up and get that all nice. You see how that is? Your children will love this. After you get it stirred up, you can add your blueberries or some chopped bananas, whatever you want to add. At this point, you can add it in there. And then we're going to do a scrape down. We're going to scrape that bowl down, get to the bottom, make sure everything is good in there. Awesome. That's great. And we're going to just set this to the side. I'm going to take my board off. Okay. Now, at this point, we're going to take, I'm sorry, I went out of frame there for a second. And we're going to add our oil. Now, you can spray your grill if you don't want a lot of oil, or you can just take and add oil like I normally do. All right, so we're ready to go. You gotta have your turner, and this is important to have a measuring cup. This is a 1/4 of a cup. Normally, I'm able to get a good 10 to 12 pancakes out of this mix. If you need more, all you need to do is increase the recipe, okay? All right. Oh, and I'm sorry. And it did have salt in it. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but it also has salt in it. But I got my oil, and I got my grill is nice and hot. The light has went off, so I know that we are ready to go with that. So I'm just gonna spoon a little oil on my grill. Here we go. Goodness coming up, y'all. Goodness coming up. Then let's just take this spatula and just rub it all around the grill. Now this is a grill I've had for years. It's nice and seasoned, and hadn't let me down yet. So I don't see a need to purchase another one. I'm gonna keep using this one. And that's one thing I like to do too, y'all. Use what you got. You don't have to go out and buy all new stuff. All right, here we go. Here's your pancakes. Put it down on here. Spread them, spread them, spread them. Nice and pretty pancakes. And remember where you started, so you'll know where you're at. Spread them out. Spread them. All right, let's turn this down a little bit because it feels really warm to me. All right, here we go. We want nice, pretty, fluffy pancakes. Your children will love them. Your husband, my husband loves pancakes. He did not used to eat pancakes, and I used to have to eat pancakes by myself after my children went to college and left home. So I never did make pancakes much after my children left home, because of course my kids loved pancakes. But now, thank the Lord, I got a pancake eater, and he eats pancakes with me, and it is awesome. Oh, I love it. I love that he eats pancakes with me. So we're gonna let these cook, and they're cooking. And in fact, now my grill is cooled off because we got this batter on here. So we're gonna let these cook, and you see it's beginning to bubble right here. That's what you want. You want it to be bubbling up. And so you want to keep an eye on it, and we're gonna just let these cook real good, and they're gonna be out of this world. Your husband's gonna love them, your children are gonna love them, or just for yourself, you're gonna love them. And here you can see on this griddle, I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 8 right there. And then I also have extra batter left in here. That is goodness, goodness, goodness. You're gonna love these. I promise you're gonna love these. Don't worry about taking your kids out to the fast food restaurant when you can make homemade, good, nutritious stuff right in your own home form. And at this point, if you want to plop some chocolate chips over there in there for them, you can do that. Just plop them in there and let them cook. I normally, when my kids were at home, I would chop bananas up in the mix, and they would have it with bananas. But that's totally up to you, whatever you prefer. Me and my husband, I was just checking that to see how it was. We like just a plain pancake and put our syrup on them. Oh my goodness, you talking about goodness. And just smother it with a little bit of butter. You talking about fantastic and good. Now you see how that's bubbled up real nice and pretty right there? We're going to go ahead and we're going to flip that. Oh, look at that. Don't press it down, okay? You want to let it get a pretty rise to it, so we don't want you to press that down. So just leave it alone and don't press it down. All right, let's see what this next one look like. I do like them a little burnt sometimes. So if I want them burnt, you know, I'll put a little extra oil on here and let it get a little extra hot. But today I'm going to make them real pretty and brown for you so you can see them. But ain't nothing wrong with a little burn every here and there, every now and then. All right, and these are cooking up fantastic, y'all. I mean, just beautiful. And look how quick you done got these pancakes made. You didn't have to get dressed or get in your car, spend no gas money, high as gas is these days, and spend your money, your hard-earned money. Gotta correct this stuff, don't worry about that. And go to the store and hope, to the fast food store, and hope that they get your order right. Because we all know, and I'm going to tell you what, my experience, 9 times out of 10, my order is not going to be right. I don't know what it is, but they can't never get my order right. And it makes me so upset when I get home and I done ordered something and I don't have it in the bag. Okay, that looks good. So remember, you're not going to press them, okay? You're not going to press them. And they are done. Just flipping them over. And that's the way you want these. All right, here we go. Goodness, goodness, and more goodness. Let me tell you, honey. Here we go. Loveliness on a plate. Wow. Alright. See if we can set that down and let you get a good look at that. Homemade pancakes. You can do it. Alright, let's put some on a plate. Put some syrup on them. I'm going to show you how we eat them. So, sorry. Let's go down right there with it. Get my butter. Gotta have butter, y'all. Your pancakes. Here we go. Spoon some butter on that bad boy. Melt my butter. I'm using my hand. I'm at home. Pancake again. Butter. And remember, if this is not enough, all you gotta simply do is double the recipe for how many of children you have. Just double it. Look at that goodness, y'all. Buttery pancakes. I wish you could smell them. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now here comes the special part you know you love. Is the syrup. Okay? Whatever syrup you want is what you're going to choose. Okay? We're going to drizzle that syrup on there, all beautiful like. Wow, and you know that's going to be good. You put you some blueberries around that, or some bananas. You talking about, I wish you could smell it. I wish you could smell it right now. Let's cut into this so you can see what they look like on the inside. Okay, here we go. All right, I got my knife and my fork. I'm telling you, it's smelling good up in this kitchen today. Then I normally just cut them this way like this. Oh, I can smell the syrup, y'all. I can smell it. All right, let me focus back on my face so you can see me. I'm about to eat some of these, okay? Come on here. Let's get this. Look at this. I can taste the butter. They're fluffy. They're good. What you talking about? You know who with them arches ain't got nothing on your homemade pancakes. Y'all do it. I love you. Remember, you can cook and you can do it on your own. Take care. Be blessed. and make it from scratch.